For ACUSports.com, I'm Grant Boone at a wild, Moody Coliseum where the Wildcats have just knocked off Lamar 67-64. We've got two of the many heroes for ACU, sophomore Jaylen Franklin and freshman Payten Ricks. It was Ricks' 40-foot bank shot at the buzzer that gave ACU that final margin. Take us through that last crazy play and what you were trying to do and then what happened.
Well, Jay Frank was getting double teamed, and so I had to come get the ball. We almost didn't get it in, and once we got it in, I got to have court, and I saw Jaren Lewis, and it was too late to pass it to him, so I just stood up prepared and went in.
Prayers are answered sometimes, aren't they? Jay Frank, what did you see when that ball was in the air?
I seen the flashback, I think, over New Orleans last year.
Yeah.
And when it went in, I was very proud. I mean, it was exciting.
You've been in his shoes as the freshman, trying to learn an offense and playing in a very tough league. What do you think about the youngster?
He's very good. He's very talented. I mean, once he gets down on the offense and learn how to handle the pressure, I mean, he's going to be great for this team.
Jaylen, you and this team had a huge win against Stephen F. Austin last week, and then on Thursday you had to play without Drake Green. How much did Drake's absence kind of affect everything about this team, including like the rotation?
I mean, he can stretch the floor because he can shoot it real good. I mean, he's one of our best shooters on the floor, and he's very long, and he can defend very good, and we need him. Like I said, that we need him.
Well, hopefully he'll be back next week. Payten, your first year playing collegiate basketball, you were a standout in Wichita, Kansas. Take me through some of the emotions, the highs and lows. You've experienced a little bit of each of them here in the last week.
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster for this first year, but I'm trying to just keep my head, stay focused, and stay on track, and just know everything's gonna be all right. And I know this guy right here got my back, and I got the whole team has my back. So.
Great. Well, congratulations to you guys. Let's bring in your head coach, Joe Golding, here after ACU wins at 67-64. Coach, for the second straight year, you dial up the freshman taking a 40-foot bank shot at the buzzer, and it works for a second time. I don't know how that happened. It seemed more substance maybe than style, it looked like, in those last 13 minutes.
Yeah, I just thought our kids gutted it out. They found a way. It wasn't pretty. There was nothing about tonight that was pretty, but we challenged them all night just to continue. We're trying to get some energy and trying to get some things going. We went chase at about 12 minutes and created some energy and some opportunities for us, and they slowed it down a little bit, and I thought we did a good job on the defensive end. Credit to Ricks. He came in the gym yesterday and worked his tail off with one of our assistant coach because he didn't think he played well the other night, and a bunch of our guys did that. But I'm a firm believer that shot went in because he worked yesterday and because we did some good things. And Jay Frank's been working. It's not like, I know people always say, well, it's not like he doesn't work on his free throws. Jay Frank wants to hit free throws.
3 out of 4 tonight.
I wouldn't trade Jay Frank for any player in this league. I've said it 500 times, and I'll say it 500 more times before he leaves. He's us, man. He's ACU. He's been through the wars. He came here when nobody wanted to come here, and he's a big part of what we're building here. And I'm proud of both those suckers, but I'm proud of our whole team.
Yeah.
I just thought our whole team contributed.
I don't think the stat line of 7 points and 6 rebounds for Hayden Howell even begins to tell the story of the energy he brought. I think in the last 5-6 minutes. What do you think? Yeah,
we went big, and both of them were not in foul trouble. Jelani was in foul trouble the first half. He picks up 2 really quick, and so our plan, kind of behind the scenes, working in this game, was try to go a little bigger today. And I thought that would help us score it, and we kind of worked on some things and put some things in yesterday, but we could never go to it because Jelani was in foul trouble and Howell was in foul. They both had 2, but I thought Howell brought unbelievable energy, got some really big rebounds.
3 offensive
rebounds. And I thought he did a good job buying into the scout report and really muddying things up and not letting 21 get some touches that he's used to getting. I thought Jaren Lewis was really good tonight, too. I thought that was Jaren Lewis back like Jaren wants to play. He really rebounded the ball. I think he ended up with double-double, right? And he ended up with a double-double. And we need Jaren to get a double-double. And he's been close. Last night he had 6 or 8 rebounds, I think, and then tonight he gets 10 or 11, whatever it is. And so I thought he did a good job.
The 3 heroics from Payten at the end of the game wouldn't have happened if Jelani didn't make a couple of big ones, including one to tie the game with 15 seconds. The kid has a chance to be special, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's got a lot of work to do. He knows that. He's got to get a lot better on the little things that matter, and we need him on the floor. He's got to quit fouling, and some of that is just him getting lazy, and he gets fatigued. And people go to him. They go right at him because they want to get him in foul trouble because they know he's a big part of our team. Our team's different. We finally found our team out. I thought SFA. We got it back. We're playing well. Then we lost Drake. And so so then we come back and we struggle against Southeastern, figuring out how to play that in tonight. Our guys just got out. We went Jelani on the perimeter like a guard. We put Jaron and Hal in there. We had Jay Frank in the post. We were doing all kinds of crazy things there late, and our guys adjusted well. They listened, and I thought it helped. When our bigs are our better shooters, so we got to get our bigs more touches on the perimeter, and more than anything, when they're out on the perimeter, the other team has to respect it, and they have to go out there, and I thought it opened the floor a little bit.
Coach, any win against anybody is precious and cherished, but to beat a team like Lamar, what does that mean?
That's a big win. I mean, more importantly, it's a win for us. We protected home floor. We got a ton of respect for Lamar. I got a ton of respect for Tick Price and his staff. They do a great job. I think they're going to have a great year. But we needed a win. Our guys needed it, man. And our guys, they're battlers, man. We're young. It's fun. I love them, man. It's fun to coach them. It's fun to go to practice. They work. They listen. You just want good things to happen to them, but they're young and they're going to they go through a losing streak like this. There's nobody in that locker room that's been through it. Or, last year we had Austin Cook and Parker and a couple other guys that had been through some wars that could lead them through it, and now they're having to lead themselves through it. And that's not easy. You learn leadership through experience and through maturity, and we're learning it on the fly right here, but they're battling, they're chasing the lion, and they're not running from it.
ACU trailed from the 14-minute mark of the first half till no time was left on the clock in the second half. The bank-in from 40 feet from freshman Payten Ricks gives ACU an improbable and much-needed 67-64 win over Lamar, and now on to Nichols next Thursday night in Thibodaux, Louisiana. For Payten Ricks and Jaylen Franklin and Coach Joe Golding, I'm Grant Boone for ACUSports.com.